there are certain things that women my age simply don't talk about. And I want to welcome you to this video here as I'm driving, and you'll notice that I'm not looking at you. I'm being very careful, keeping my eyes on the road, but I wanted to share this with you as I'm driving. I've got another 4 hours to go, and I think of a lot of stuff. So women, although we think about it, we do not talk about the physical intimacy, the desire to have physical intimacy, sexual intimacy with someone. We just don't talk about it. We might think about it, but we don't openly talk about it, and we don't even talk about it with our friends, because this is just something we don't do, especially in Canada. Yet, it's an important part of us. So I want to talk a little bit about that today. You know, I've been talking a lot about this subject with a few people that I know because of something that I noticed within me and on me. And I'm not going to say too much about that because I've got a series of shorts that are going to be coming out in a few months from now. But suffice to say that I soon learned that talking about sexual intimacy is something that we don't feel comfortable in doing so. And one of the reasons is because that's a taboo subject. Okay, it is one of those things, and I think it's because of how we were raised. Is don't touch yourself, don't please yourself. What are you doing? That's wrong. And there was that aspect of religion in there that I remember hearing fairly loud and clear when I was a young child. And the pleasuring yourself was never discussed in my family. It was never discussed. So of course these are little things that I didn't even think about until I was in my 40s and I started being more open and comfortable in exploring that. And I even did a video on that. I'll see if I can add the link to that, showing you a couple of different toys that you can use. Of course, I'm talking to women here, and I know, I'm going to be frank, that a lot of the people who listen to my videos are men, and that's okay. That's okay. But I am talking to you, if you are a woman, if you're over the 50, who is secretly thinking, well, I still want to have sexual relationships with somebody, but nobody needs to know that. So you keep it as a bloody secret. And I'm not saying we got to start broadcasting this stuff. I am not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that acknowledge that you have that desire. Acknowledge that, especially if you do. Obviously, if you don't, and if you don't, and it's a secret that you do, then that's a different story. If it's a secret that you do, then it's acknowledged that you do have that desire to still feel, sexy. And so that's one thing. The other thing is size. I have been even looking at my body lately because I have lost weight, and there's parts of my body, namely my arms, that do not look the same because I lost weight. And yes, part of it is related to my age. I am getting older, but part of it is related to the fact that I have lost weight and that I am not physically working out my body, meaning doing strength exercises and muscle work and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's put that on the side. But as you get older, as we get older, and I'm talking to the women here, even men, our body changes, our body shifts, and when we don't like what we see in the mirror, we start thinking that we're not worthy of having a great intimate relationship. Nobody's going to want me. All of these beliefs kick in, and it's not because we are told that necessarily. Like, we might have been told that maybe when we were younger, much younger, that, oh my God, you're fat, you got to lose weight, and maybe there was some pressure at one point. But I'll bet you that if you've had relationships with somebody, we're talking about an intimate relationship with somebody, that no one has told you, oh my God, you're fat. Or that you were thinking, I'm so fat. Like, you might think, oh my God, he's not going to want me. He's not going to appreciate my body. That thought might be there, but it doesn't mean that you won't get pleasure out of the act of having that intimate act with your partner. So we're talking about mindset. That's what we're talking about right now. When you look at the mirror, what do you say to yourself? Oh my God, I'm fat. Oh my God, nobody's going to love me. Or do you say, oh, I love your dimples. I love how your stomach hangs like that. Or I love that, and I want to use those words. I would use those words if I was coaching, but on video, I'm not comfortable with using that language. But I love how your bottom looks. Wow, I like that. And telling yourself that you look awesome. You look as sexy as you can be. You are sexy. I want you to challenge yourself in doing that, even if you might not be the ideal weight or the ideal body form. You know, you might say to yourself, I love how my body looks, and I want to continue to nurture my body with great food and with awesome exercise. The end, and I want to continue doing that, is how we have to think. It's not one or the other. It's not, I will love myself when I lose the weight. No, we need to start loving ourselves and loving our bodies today. And of course, if we do want to lose weight, and we want to challenge ourselves to set some goals in those particular areas of our lives, but they don't need to be when I lose weight, I will love myself more. And I really want you to pay attention to the voices that kick in, truthfully kick in when you look at yourself in the mirror. That's what I want to talk to you about today, because you know, we can love ourselves. We can love all of ourselves. We can love the way we talk. We can love the way we physically look. We can love the way we think. We can, and that's my challenge to you, is to start working towards loving all of you, every aspect of you. Now some of you might know, I wasn't going to bring it up when we're talking about love, that I am working on a book. I have a working title right now, but the book is written for you if you don't love yourself. Hey, you might not even like yourself. And in that book, I do share my story of, you know, when I was a young girl and different things that happened, you know, when I was a child. And I bring you right up to, you know, who I am today, because there were lots of points in my life that honestly I did not like myself. I did not love myself. I did not have this self-esteem. I didn't feel confident, like, at all. And of course I needed to start making changes, because I knew that I could be more than what I was. And I needed to start looking at, you know, a lot of different things in my life. And of course that's what coaching is for. Right? That's what I'm here for. So I just want you to know that there are people out there, including myself, that truly, truly want to make a difference in your life and want the best for you. That means you want to have the best for you. It starts with that initial desire to want a little bit more than what you currently have. And if some friends are telling you, hey, you know what, you should be loving yourself more, well, maybe not the should word, but you might hear the should word. Hey, you know, you could be a bit more gentler on yourself, or whoa, what am I hearing here? And if you don't hear that, you could, here we go again, it's a word that we use that I don't intend to use it, but I'm aware that I'm using it, and I guess that's what I want to say now. This is not the word I want to use, but oftentimes we will use those words without being aware. So this is something that you could be doing, is taking a look at who your network is. Who are your friends right now? And identifying the friends that are providing that support, that loving support that you so deserve. And start working more towards yourself more. Start paying attention to those voices, and also start thinking of who's around me right now. Are those people motivating me and encouraging me to be the best me that I can be? Or are they kind of contributing to how I feel right now, which is like that depressing kind of energy, that low energy, I want to hide in my corner kind of energy? Are they expanding you? Are they helping you to feel expanded? Or are they kind of keeping you contracted and feeling like you are held in a little corner? Because this is all part of when you look in the mirror and you say, OMG, I look awesome today. I'm loving how I look today. I'm loving how this falls on my body if you're wearing something really nice. It all plays into here. You might not be hearing those loving, kind voices because you might not be used to hearing it. So a couple of things. I know that I'm talking about different things right now, but be mindful of the voices that are talking. Who exactly is that talking? Is that a friend that you actually know? Could be a mom, could be a dad. And challenging yourself to look in the mirror and to, even if it feels uncomfortable, even if you're going, this is really silly, and I don't know if I really want to do this, but do it anyways. Look at yourself in the mirror when you are undressed, and if you're not comfortable doing it when you're undressed, start with being dressed, of course, but at some point you will want to be undressed so that you can see all of you and admire all of you, and truly come from a place of love and self-acceptance as well. So I'm going to leave you on that. I'm going to stop in a second to get some gas and I'm not going to look at you, but I will look at you in 1 second. When I am at this gas station, I'll be able to look at you and say goodbye. I'm just turning into the gas station now. Notice that fell. All right, I'm at the gas station and I'm gonna stop my car. Oops, and it's upside down. All right, on that note, I bid you adieu. This is Linda G. Robert. I am your Back in the Groove Again coach. I'm here to help you live your best life right now so you can love what you do. Take care. Bye now. Oh, of course, for more information on my services, lindagrobert.com. If you want me to work with you, if you want to work with me, you can send me an email at backinthegrooveagain@gmail.com, or you can go to my website there to get more information too. Bye. Take care.